4 global young influencers from the field of science, yoga, entertainment, and music. Gurudev, you have said that a youth is one who is always ready to take on challenges and has an undying enthusiasm. Being young or youthful is a state of mind. And Gurudev, you are one of the really young people I know and have proven that age is just a number. So we are excited to talk today about the power of youth as change makers. And today we have with us Anushka Zen. She is a professional actor and influencer from India. We have Tabay Atkins, the youngest certified yoga teacher from US. And Davi Capolongo is singer, classical pianist, composer, and actor from Brazil. And Rishabh Jain, America's top young scientist. So we are looking forward to hearing from them and their message to the youth. And they have all also prepared questions for you, Gurudev. So we can get started.
I'm ready. I'm just ready for them. They can shoot their questions. We can start with that.
Okay, great.
Anyway, we congratulate you all. I was also young like you. I was in my teenage when I started uh, to spread yoga and meditation and took responsibility for the whole world. So I started this worldwide movement when I was only 22, 23-year old, you know. But you have started even earlier, many of you. So let me congratulate you all for what you are doing. And then there is a lot of things that the world is expecting out of you. I'm sure you'll be successful. So now let's begin with your questions. Yeah.
Yes, Gurudev. So we're starting with Anushka. She
Yeah.
is 18-year-old professional actress, has been in entertainment arena for since she is 9 years old. uh, her lead role in a hit Indian television show won the hearts of the nation. So Anushka has been in TV shows, TV commercials, and music videos. And now she is pursuing her bachelor in filmography. So Anushka, one question for you before you come to Gurdev's question. So
All
you're
right.
18-year-old and you have millions of followers on Instagram and Facebook, YouTube, and it's rapidly increasing daily. How do you see yourself using your social superpower to bring a positive shift in society?
Firstly, I would like to say that I feel really blessed and grateful to be here. Thank you so much, Guruji, for your time. It really means a lot to us. And for your question, I'm really, really grateful that I have so many people who are supporting me. It's a gift from God, and I really feel that I'm blessed. So I, being an actor and influencer, I try to influence people into doing something they actually love. I always keep saying, do what you love and love what you do. And I also try to influence them by saying that spread as much as positivity as possible. And also in my life, I have a lot of dreams, including like I'm already connected to like a lot of NGOs, but I really have a dream to do something for the people of the world, not only India, but across the world, inspired from Guruji. I really want to help people. I really want to do something for the animals. So being an influencer, I think I'm really lucky that I have so many people that follow me and get inspired, get influenced. So I think if I do some social work, if I try my best to even 5% bring some change to the world, I think if everybody contributes 5 to 10%, do some small changes, small help, then the world will be a better place. So with my social superpower, with my social media followers, I would really like to help as many as people as possible and spread peace, positivity, and happiness.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Thank you, Guruji.
Now you had a
And you have
question
any
of
questions?
Yes, I have a question for you. During this time, especially teenagers are very stressed because of this COVID and everything. So my question to you is, Guruji, that what do you think is the best way to deal with stress at our age, especially?
Whenever you are stressed, what do? You uh, have a sigh, right? This is something that comes naturally inside of you. This gives you a clue, a secret, that your breath has something secret to tell you. Your breath can make you feel different. If you learn some breathing technique, it can change your negative or stressful mind into a very positive mind. It can help you. So I would recommend teenagers to do few minutes of breathing exercise, pranayama, and just a few minutes of meditation. That keeps you full of enthusiasm, and you are ready to take the next challenge. Especially in challenging times, you need lot of strength. you know
Right.
and this is exactly what breathing exercises, techniques, and meditation does to you. Another thing is, lot of our young people today are getting into depression, number one. Second is,
Yes.
many of them are developing a sense of suicidal tendencies. So it is our responsibility for all of us, everybody has to help them out, help them to come out of that suicidal tendencies. And also drugs and alcohol and these addiction rob you of your youthful energy. Young people, when they take to drugs, their mind is not in the right place, their families are disturbed, their body undergoes a terrible, terrible deterioration. So I think when young people like you stand up and tell them, say no to drugs, you know, you can save many lives on this planet.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you so much.
So we have Rishabh also today with us. He is 15-year-old scientist and inventor who invented two artificial intelligence tools to improve treatments for pancreatic cancer. So outside of his research, Rishabh enjoys spreading science awareness among the youth through his nonprofit and speaking engagements. So Rishabh, before you come to the question to Gurudev, one question for you. So in 2018, you were named America's top young scientist and were amongst Time magazine's 25 most influential teens. So, how would you guide youth who are intrigued by science but lack the confidence or moral support to pursue in the depth?
Yeah, so first off, I just want to say that I'm really excited to be here with you all today. And to answer your question, I really think that the most important part when it comes to science and innovation is being curious about what you're doing. And by following my own curiosity, I was fortunate enough to win some awards, and I think that anybody can do it too. If you try to make a difference and make a positive change, you can become influential. And during these times with COVID-19, I think it's even more important that youth keep pursuing science, and not just for themselves, but also to help society. And being curious about your field of work can help you keep you motivated as well as confident. So, like, for example, when inventing, Thomas Edison had tens of thousands of experiments that failed, but he didn't give up there. And finally, his success led to the invention of the incandescent light bulb, which changed the world as we know it. So when inventing myself, I stumbled upon many problems, but working long hours and persevering to fix bugs in my code, this eventually led to success. And I think that even with my latest research in artificial intelligence, I still run into roadblocks, but I know that in the end, I will be able to overcome those issues and problems. And for that reason, I think that science requires this perseverance along with curiosity. And then with COVID-19 and homeschooling, I think that there's so many online videos and resources being created that can help youth remain engaged. For example, through my nonprofit organization, the Samyak Science Society, we've created online workshops and dozens of science videos on YouTube. So I think with the internet, there's so much knowledge out there and really infinite things to learn. It's about experimentation and thinking big. So to all the youth who are watching today, I would say I really encourage you to delve deep into science. And I definitely think you can do it by following your curiosity and persevering.
Thanks so much. And your question to Gurudev?
Yeah, hi Gurudev. I'm very honored to be here and to speak with you. So my question is that every year, there's many cancer-related deaths, and based on that, the youth of my generation might think that if a God existed, would there really be that much illness and suffering? And based on that, why is it important that the youth of today spend time in their daily routine to explore spirituality?
Well, the concept of God also should be seen with a scientific temper. God is not somebody sitting in the heaven and trying to punish you or trying to have an authority over you. No, God is like the space, in which everything is, from which everything has come, into which everything goes back, right? So, if God is love and love is in everybody's heart, right? So, recognizing that subtlety of human values, honoring each other, honoring life, honoring the nature is the real worship of God. Now, why so many people are dying of cancer? First of all, we have ignored the wellness aspect in our life. We don't exercise properly, we don't take proper food or diet, and the reasons for cancer we have found is a lot due to the mental pressure or the mindset also. So, if changing the lifestyle itself can correct us, take us away from cancer and many other diseases. Yeah. So, scientifically, you must look. If you happen to read one book, this is Yoga Vasishta. There it talks about consciousness and say how consciousness. You might have seen the movies Metric and Inception. These movies are, the inspiration for these movies have been Yoga Vasishta, the ancient treatise. You can find that in English, learning about consciousness. So, spirituality is also science of consciousness. What is this is material science. Who am I is a spiritual science, and they go together, they go hand in hand. Yeah.
So we have also Davi with us. He is a 14-year-old actor, singer, classical pianist, and composer. Coming from a family of musicians, he learned the sense of art at an early age. He also acts in a successful Brazilian soap opera. So, Davi, how can art and music improve the quality of people's life? That's one question. And during these times, how are you using your talents to uplift others, especially the youth in Brazil?
I'm very glad and thankful to be here learning and sharing with you and to be able to be speaking with Gurudev. So for your question, art and music help us in everything. Art can help us with concentration, dedication, and persistence, in addition to improving our logical thinking. It elaborates our creativity a lot because we have to be creative to express ourselves artistically. Art in general helps a lot to be able to elaborate our mind and to find our inner peace. This happens a lot with people who practice some kind of art. And if you make any type of art, you are naturally improving your quality of life. When you make art, you work your soul, and this is unique. It is like being in touch with God, or however you want to call your inner. And I try to use my social networks to inspire people to start getting involved with art. And I'm very happy when I get messages from people who say they started studying the piano or acting and were in a difficult time and were inspired by me and art to continue fighting for your dreams. And my message to them is always keep running after dreams that one day will they and instead of you, they will run after you.
Hmm. Davi?
I mean, I'm
Hmm.
very glad that you have this talent. I mean, it's a gift. You have been gifted this talent to entertain people and, uplift their spirit. Music is a great medium. We have a scientist on one side, you have an artist, and there is a yoga teacher there. I think you all are the hope for the world. The coming generation can learn a lot from you. When young people take pride in music, and especially if they can go into opera singing and like what you are doing and learning many more instruments. I want to tell you, it may be of some inspiration for you. I know of a person who would play 40 instruments, and he was just 36-year-old, and he could play 40 instruments and sing in both male and female voices. So, this is the time for you. You can learn as much as opportunities are there with you. I would like you to learn music from east, west, north, south, global. You can become really a global musician, and we hardly have very few people who are global musicians like that. So, and this young age, you have been successful, and I congratulate you. And I would inspire you to learn more music of all kinds, and inspire people of your generation. Yeah, lovely, lovely.
Thank you. Thank you a lot. So my question to you is what are your expectations for the new normal for the youth? Which will follow from now on?
The new normal will keep changing. Today's new normal will become old normal for a little later. You see, so with the corona wave in the whole world, the pandemic, we have to follow whatever has been advised to us by the health authorities. But once a vaccine or once some medicines are found for this, then I think things will change. It will take us to more real life. Now we are more on the virtual side, right? Corona has virtually pushed everyone to a virtual world, but I'm sure we'll get back to that real world, that where you meet people, where you hold big concerts in the real presence of people. Yeah, this is just a short span, a break. We can call it a break. Yeah.
Okay, Tabe is also with us. He is a 15-year-old health and wellness advocate, the youngest certified yoga teacher and vegan chef in the US. Tabe witnessed the healing power of yoga firsthand when his mother was diagnosed with cancer and overcame it through yogic lifestyle. And he was inspired and intrigued by his mother's recovery, which led him to the yogic techniques. So he donated all the proceeds from his yoga classes to helping people who have cancer. So Tabe, during these times, we see the importance of having a resilient immune system and strong health. What would be your 3 tips to young people to help them steer towards the holistic and healthier lifestyle?
Um, so there are so many different things that you could do to keep your immune system strong. But the 3 things that I would say would be first to eliminate stress and remember that our mind and body work together. So eliminating stress and being mindful of our thoughts is very important. A great way to eliminate stress is to meditate daily. And the next thing I would say is to take care of our bodies. For this, we should practice yoga every day. That's very good for us. And the last thing I would say is now, especially now more than ever, we need to be mindful of what we eat and nourish our bodies. And I would recommend adopting a whole foods plant-based diet and eat foods that not only heal but also prevent. And I, with this, all these things in mind, I've created a website where I share all of these things, share how to cook vegan food and practice yoga. And I think all of these things are very important to keeping your immune system strong. And I think it's always important to remember to think good thoughts, speak kind words, and feel love, be loved, and give love.
Wow. Thank you so much. And what is your question to Gurudev?
Gurudev, it's an honor to be able to ask my question to you and to speak with you. After seeing all the things that you have accomplished, it makes me even more inspired to be a positive influence in the world. So my question is, what advice could you give me on broadening my influence and reaching more people and helping to make the world a better place?
My dear, you're just doing the right thing, what you need to do. You are already inspiring. I would like you to continue and influence more and more people around the world, especially teenagers, or if they learn the art of cooking, if they know the healthy lifestyle, and prevent diseases from occurring. Nothing like that. That's the greatest thing that can happen to the next generation. See, it's just in this time, teenagers, that young people get into all sorts of unhealthy habits like smoking and getting into alcoholism and or eating bad food, and which impacts their life later on. But you are just doing. I think I can retire if young people like you all take up this job of well-being and prevention of diseases to the population and make people happy. Yoga definitely makes people happy, especially what you mentioned, meditation. Yeah, meditation can give you that strength, inner strength, courage to face challenges, and an undying smile on you. So we can create a happier world. I'm very glad, but there are very few young people like you. Now you should multiply yourself and make many, many more youngsters from every school and colleges, especially in North and South America, those areas where crime is increasing in school districts. In high schools and primary schools, children are so stressed, and you could be a very good example for them to emulate, right? And you can be a role model. And I once again congratulate all of you. You're all role models for younger generation, and now there is a big hope for the world. Okay, wonderful, nice being with you. And Ghazal, you are fantastic that you always do the right thing at the right time and bring people together. And she is such a great inspiration. She teaches fantastic courses for youth. She does yes plus courses where people are simply uh, on the cloud nine. So she takes people to cloud nine, and I wish you all success and continue doing what you're all doing. Huh? All blessings and
Thank
love
you
to
so much,
everybody.
Gurudev, for giving us
Bye.
time. Thank you. Jai.
Bye. We'll be in touch. Okay. Bye. And anything, anytime you need, I'm there for you. Our organization is there for you. You may contact. We will see whatever we can do. We will do to encourage you all in your own field. Okay. Bye.
Wow. How
How
are you
cool.
guys?
How amazing.
How was it?
It was so
Yeah,
good. It was such a surreal experience, you know. It was very good. Felt so great.
Wow. So nice. So nice. I'm so happy for all of you and for all of us.
Thank you so much for connecting everyone from, different places, India, America, Brazil, and, connecting us with him. And we all, had an amazing time talking to him and, learned so many things. So it was great.